Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Today we're going to kind of delve right into it. We're going to be going over and showing some and playing with some slimes from the Dollar Tree, the $1.25 tree. They have been getting some very, very cool, different like sensory items in stock. At least the one by me, and some of the items they have are slimes. I never really went to Dollar Tree for anything other than like stuff like for my kids, like school supplies and just basic things. But I have been, the last couple times I've been there, I've noticed they've got some really cool things that they didn't have before. And one of them is the wide array of slimes and putties and squishies and stuff like that, and the, mystery bags and blind boxes and stuff like that. So today we're gonna go over these and take a look and see what's inside. Now each one has its own little mix-in item. I have not opened, I've only taken the outside plastic off of these. I have not opened them other than that, so this is going to be a surprise for me just as much as it is for you. So I'm going to put these over to the side. I did my best to get one of each of the different slimes that they had there. They had quite a few, and I believe I got one of each and still paid less there than I would have going to like a regular store or even on like Amazon. So I don't know what the quality of these are going to be yet, but we will find out here soon. So bear with me here just a moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So the first one that we're going to take a look at today is the sprinkled donut flavored slime. It is obviously yellow. It's called Orb. I guess, is that the brand name? Orb. Okay, so the brand name is Orb, O-R-B. And this one is Orb Sprinkled Donut. And side note, I didn't do the long nails today because I figured that I didn't want to lose one in the slime or, mess up any of the ingredients or anything or get anything stuck under my nails. So we're doing the shorter nails today. I hope you don't mind. So it looks kind of like on the top like an ice cream swirl. Even though it's donut, I guess it could also be frosting swirl on the top. So go ahead and take that top lid off. Now this is just kind of like I think this is just for show for the packaging purposes, because there is another lid on the bottom that's more of like a compact dough or Play-Doh kind of lid that will stay sealed on better. This kind of just pops on and off. So we'll put that to the side. And here are our little rainbow sprinkles. We got orange and yellow and blue and green and purple and pink. So let's find where we tear this open. Actually, before we do that, let's open the actual slime. There we go. My goodness, it's on there good. Okay, so we'll put the lid to the side as well. And let's see. Oh, this is like the buttered slime, like the butter slime. Oh my goodness. And it smells really good. They're all scented. This one is sprinkled donut scented. So we'll go ahead, put that back in. And how I like to do with the slime mixings, because I make a mess. So do my kids, is I kind of try to knead them in the container into a bowl or a little should have brought scissors over with me. We'll see if I can get these open. Alright, there we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and pour the sprinkles in. Pour, pour, pour. Pour, 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 pour. There we go. And then what I do is I like to fold it back in. And everybody else might do this as well, I don't know. But it is what I do because it works for me. Then I'm going to take it out and mix it and blend it together. There we go. Oh, that's so cool. This is actually a much better texture and smell than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I love Dollar Tree. Like I said, I've used it forever since I was a kid, for essentials and things like that, but and just little knickknacks for my kids. But still never always know what you're gonna, how well something's gonna turn out. But at least the one by me, has been consistently very reliable. Okay, so then what we do is you can see, look at that, how cool. And I can assure you that these will never look the same again because they will be handed over to my kids soon. So I wanted to show you before they mix everything together and everything ends up turning like barf green or poop brown. Sorry. Sorry for the gross descriptions, but if anybody understands what I'm talking about, I'm sure a lot of you probably do, and they just mix everything together. So that's really cool. It really does. It almost smells like vanilla icing or vanilla cake, which makes sense since it's a sprinkled donut. Alright, so we're gonna mix that one in, make sure everything's blended in nicely. And then I'm just gonna roll it into a ball. Plop it back into the little container, like that, so that it has time to kind of settle back into place. Pop our little lid back on, make sure it's closed tight so that nothing dries out. And we will put that over to the side over here. The next one, we're gonna kind of move quickly with these just because there's so many. Let's see, we have one. I'll count them all when we're done, but there's quite a few. I've got 10 of them all together, it looks like, so I've got 9 left. And I'm just kind of picking these at random. So they're all different kinds of slime. So this one is Orb Sprinkle Donut Scented Slime. This one is Rainbow Sherbet, so it's still Orb Rainbow Sherbet Scented Slime. And this one is kind of like one of those like crunchy slimes, I believe. So let's take pop this little guy off here. And the tops look different too, like the decoration tops, like the decorative tops. So the donut was like this kind of like icing whipped top. The rainbow sherbet is like, looks like ice. I'm not sure why, but oh, you know what? I do know why. So if you pop that off here, I'll actually leave that here. It has, oh, I can already smell it. Those little like crunchy ice cube looking foam thingies. That is my most, that's the best description. I don't know what they're called, it's the best description I can give them, so. And I'm gonna, actually this one has a zipper pouch, so that'll be much easier to open than the other. And pop this green lid off, and from the outside, it appears to be like yellow, orange, pink, and green. Ooh, cool. Okay, start opening this up for the first time here. Put the lid over it. None of it stuck to the stickier, and it's more that standard, stereotypical slime. If slime can have a stereotype, like the original slime, you know, like the shiny. I know these things have names, and I'm just not well versed in slime quite yet. So please forgive me and feel free to comment below if you know if there's a specific name for these different slimes and ingredients. I'd imagine there is. But you can even see he was just talking about like the gross colors that the slimes turn into when they're all mixed together, and that's definitely what is happening here, because although it's still pretty, you can still see some of the individual colors, and it's really just turning like a bright orange at the moment. A bit difficult to see through the camera, I'm sure, but these little these little cubes make this slime like kind of, it just adds an additional texture, like crunchy. I always think it makes it seem crunchy. I've had slimes like this before. My kids have had slimes like this before, and we always describe it as crunchy. But I don't know how anybody else would describe it. Just make sure we get all those cubes in before putting it back in the container, so that when the kiddos do get a hold of it, I'm not finding little cubes everywhere. We made slime the other day, and it was such a major fail. Like, the slime itself turned out great, but then I had little stations for them to add different ingredients to the slime, and they, of course, being 4 and 5, went quite a bit overboard with the little beads and stuff that we had. So I ended up having to throw away the slime altogether, because every time they would pick it up off of the table, they would just go flying everywhere. I think there's still some hiding under. Oh, it makes that silly sound. Oh, didn't do it again. I assure you it was the slime and not me. Okay. But this is perfect. This is the perfect amount of like add-in, so that it doesn't, they don't go everywhere and they stay within the slime. Get that lid back on, and lids really do come off and on quite easily. And each of the lids has this little guy on them, on the top. It says slime. It's a slime monster. Okay, so I'll put this guy over to the side as well. Let's see, the next one we'll do is this one. This one is Orb Disco Fever Scented Slime. I have no idea what this is supposed to smell like. It might say it here. Let's see. I don't think it does. If it does, it's in smaller print than my old eyes can decipher. So, Disco Fever Slime, and it too has that like ice cube decorative lid on top, and we've got that light blue lid for this one. Put that on the side, and let's see, this is a little different than the last one. They all have been a little bit different with regards to the packaging, at least. Let's see, so we've got our little disco confetti, or disco, what do they call it? I apologize, I'm having the toughest time coming up with words today, as usual, I guess. The brain fog just seems to be getting worse and worse. My goodness. Sequins. Glitter, I guess. It's like the chunky glitter, though. Silver chunky glitter, looks like a disco ball. I'll put this to the slide. I am very curious to see what this smells like. Let's see, what does disco smell like? I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to know what a disco smells like. Alright, let's go. It's kind of like a berry scent. That's not bad. Okay, and this is more that like, it's shiny, but it's like thicker. It's like that putty consistency. So not quite as slimy as the last one. More like buddy-esque. That is so cool. I'm so impressed that these are turning out as great as they are, because I bought some slime for my kids the other day and we opened it up over the weekend, and I ended up having to throw away 2 snack trays because it like melted into the trays. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was so sticky, and then when it reacted with their hands, and it just like melted in, and I at first like got a bit mad with them, thinking that they had like purposely like rubbed it into the tray, but then I held it, and the same thing happened to me, and I felt so bad. I'm going to attempt to return it, because that one I got from a different store, but I don't know what their return policy's on, but it was like $10.99 or something, because it was a huge jug, and I was excited to be able to show it to you guys, and to just have it, because the kids love playing with slime, so a bit disappointing, but such is life. Alright, so we've got this like clear buddy slime that smells like berry. So I'll put that back in here before I make my, let's see if my little bowl will hold up here with this slime, since it's not as soft as the other one. That should work. Okay. Let's see how quickly I can open this guy up. That was a little bit easier. Okay. And make sure I've got it all the way up in here. There we go. I was not expecting that. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to empty the whole thing in because it's like stuck. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to just go with that because the rest are like stuck to the plastic, and I don't want to mess with it too much because I've got plenty in here, and I don't know how it's going to look for this. That's okay. Well, it'll be decoration for the rest of the video. But I don't want it just, these little sequins and glitter do tend to end up all over the place. So I'm going to try to alleviate that from happening by not putting the entire thing or any of the ones that are very clearly not coming off easily in there. So we'll see. Actually, I probably can. Oh my goodness, look what I did. I did not realize. Oh, actually, look at that. It's coming up pretty quickly. I did not realize that there was still slime left on the top of the lid. That is my bad. Luckily, this is just a backdrop. From the most part, what you see on the surfaces that I work with are just different cheap backdrops that I bought from like Amazon. Over the years, I actually always buy like photo booth prop backdrops for my kids' birthday parties, and I just hold on to them all. Look at that, it's coming right up. Perfect. Boom. Oh my gosh, I thought I could get the rest of the slime. I could not get the rest of the slime up, so we are gonna leave that alone until I can clean it properly. Put the lid back here. I am not gonna put it upside down again and make that mistake. Although I think I got the slime off of it, but I'm still afraid. Look at that. It really, let's see if we roll it into a ball. Will it look like a disco ball? Kind of. If you move it really fast. And then when you pull it apart, you see all of the glitter. So sparkly and pretty. I actually really like this texture. The butter slimes and the cloud slimes, and it's like, again, if there is a specific name, please tell me, because I will utilize that information when searching for other slimes for videos and for my kids in the future. But those are my favorite my three favorite like textures for slime. And it's got those nice little snaps, those little micro bubbles. I bet you this would be good for making bigger bubbles too, but I am not gonna do that today because links today. We're just kind of doing a quick look. Oh, I don't know if you can see like little bubbles and stuff. It might be tricky to see on the camera. But since today's just more of a show and tell than anything, I'm not gonna go into anything too crazy with regards to what the slimes can do. Maybe for another video. So go ahead and put that lid back on to our berry scented Orb Disco Fever slime. I know that the words show up backwards for you guys, but you get the idea. And I will put, if I can find links to them, I will. Now, since they were at Dollar Tree, I don't know if that's just a Dollar Tree brand or if it's something that's a regular brand sold outside of Dollar Tree. Look at that, I got a little sequin on my finger. But if I can find a link to them, I certainly will. But if you happen to stop by a Dollar Tree, you might be able to find these there as well. These are not, again, as I always say, this is not something this is not an advertisement or anything like that. It's just, I like to, I'm just having a fun time doing these show and tells with you. They've ended up being very relaxing for me to do myself, and I'm hoping they are equally, or if not more, relaxing for all of you. So we're gonna go ahead, and these are all plastic, like the plastic containers, pretty solid plastic. They're not flimsy at all. the sequins don't really do much. These little balls add a little bit of a texture as well. Added texture. So we're gonna roll it together, and yeah, you got that like cake batter scent, and they do smell pretty good. I'm very sensitive. I almost said snout. Oh, good grief! I'm also a doggy mom to two spoiled rotten little puppers, and they I guess I've just gotten used to speaking in either baby talk, kiddo talk, or dog talk. I don't know how to use regular language anymore, apparently. But I have a very sensitive nose, and my daughter's the same way. So when something smells off, I have a very difficult time handling it. These couple little snappy bubbles here as well, but not too many. So go ahead, roll this back into a ball, drop it back in. It's home. Well, it is a little bit sticking to my fingers, but that's okay. I got it off. And then we're gonna put our cap, our slime monster cap back on. There we go. And alright, and I'm actually going to put these decorative lids back on as well, back on each of the containers that we've pulled out so far, just so that I can make some space for myself over here. Okay, what do we got next? Okay, I guess this time I think I'm going to start from this side, and this is one of my all-time favorite colors, like this light purple or lavender purple, or light lavender. It's actually one of my wedding colors, and I love it. Did not mean to pull that guy off like that. This is the Orb Unicorn Sparkle Scented Slime. Orb Unicorn Sparkle Scented Slime. And this is a new lid here that we haven't seen yet in this video, and it's bubbles. I believe they're supposed to look like bubbles. I can't imagine what else they're supposed to look like. Or clouds, maybe clouds. I'm not sure. So go ahead and take that guy off. And in here we've got these adorable little stars. These little star fillers. And I think these are made out of, yeah, these are like made out of clay. All different colors. We've got yellow and pink and blue and green and purple and like an orange color. Some of these packages are a little bit more crinkly than the others. Let's pop the lid off here. This is exciting. I'm so excited that I got all of these. And I mean, $1.25 or not, it's still much better deal than what I've spent on slimes in the past. Okay, make sure we get not making that mistake again with the slime on the surface here. So we're slime free on the lid here. Oh, okay, this is another one of those, like kind of like the rainbow sherbet, like goopy slime. And this one is iridescent. Oh my goodness, it's so gross sounding. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see. Maybe not. But this is iridescent purple. It's really pretty. And this is not nearly as strong of a scent as the other ones, but this smells like a vanilla to me. Yeah, to me it smells like kind of like vanilla. I'm not sure if that's what the intended scent is, but to me that's what it smells like. I don't know if you can make any bubbles. I don't want to make any really loud noises here. But it looks like it would be a good slime. This kind of like jiggly, slimy slime, slippery slime, I think makes some of the best bubbles. I can already see starting to kind of pop to the surface. See? It's like popping out already. But it's still fun and it still smells pretty good. Again, not one of the stronger smelling slimes that we've opened so far, but that's not always a bad thing. And it is really pretty, so we see. It's not going to really go into much of a ball, but let's see if we can. We'll go ahead and see if we can do it one more time and get it into the container a little bit nicer. Here we go. Put that guy back in. Pop our little slime monster lid back on. And our little decorative cap back on here. And put that guy to the side. Now we have 5 left to do. I'm gonna pull this one here. This is, the reason I pulled this one is a different kind of lid than we've seen so far as well. This is kind of like an ice cream looking lid. It's not the same as like the cupcake swirl, icing swirl. This looks more like whipped cream or like a soft serve ice cream. To me at least, it is definitely a little bit different. And this one is Orb Cotton Candy Scented Slime. Orb Cotton Candy Scented Slime. We've got this blue lid here. This little decorative lid will pop off. Oh my goodness, look at that, we got stars again. This does not have as many stars, I don't think, as the last one though. Go ahead and put this guy right here. And this is actually beautiful in the container. This was the first one I grabbed at the store because of I love this like blended, like pastel blended or color effect, and it's like blue and pink, and you mix it together obviously to make that light purple. So let's get this cap off here. There we go. Make sure we're clean here, okay? And this is actually also that slimy, slippery slime. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Don't judge me on my sense of what beautiful is. Please. I just, colors, I'm just attracted to like bright colors and stuff. So I do love those colors together. To me it is beautiful. And eventually when you mix it together it'll become purple, I guess. So I don't see how it wouldn't. Or a shade of purple. Maybe not the prettiest shade of purple, but it is light enough that it actually looks like it's turning just a dark pink, but that's cool. And then let's see. This actually smells identical to the unicorn. This does not smell like cotton candy to me at all. This smells like the other one, the Unicorn Dream, which was like that vanilla scent. I do actually have some slime scents at home, like to make slimes, because I have dabbled in, I'm a crafter as just a hobby, when I can, and so I have in my stash, in my office, disco had this like little ice cube looking lid. Let's go ahead and put that there. And we've got these. I love these things. Please, if you know what these are called, because let me know in the comments below, because I only know them as like foam cubes. I mean, that might just be what they're called, but they're so cool. And I'd love to, you know, to get some for my kids when we make slime, but I don't know what they're called. And when I look it up, like on Amazon and stuff, I must be just searching incorrectly because I'm not finding these. So if anybody is aware of what they're called exactly, I would be so appreciative if you would comment it down below. So we'll put these little guys down here. And again, we've got that like Ziploc kind of pouch for this instead of the other little plastic containers that they're coming in. Got our white lid, like whipped cream, a little mocha latte. Pop the lid off here. Alright, no more slime here. This is, oh, this smells, oh my gosh, this smells so good. This is my favorite one so far, I think, as far as what it smells like. Oh, and it's like pudding. Tell me that doesn't look like chocolate pudding. I mean, literally, look, if you put it back in, it looks like you put a spoon in it and eat it. Do not do that, but that's what it looks like to me. It really does look like chocolate. And it's that slippery slime. Slippery, slimy slime. And it smells just like chocolate. It really smells just like chocolate. Alright. And we're gonna put that in here. Oop, little bubble. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. And let's see, with these, I'm not quite as worried about them falling out because they do adhere to the slime pretty well. So I'm not even gonna bother digging a little hole or anything in here. Got this. We've got our little cute foam cubes here. Sprinkle them in. Okay, there you go. Okay. And this, I'm gonna kind of I'm trying not to make the flarpy sounds too much. Because I know that's not what we're here for. Listening to flarp sounds. Alright, so there we go. I got it. It blends. See that those little cubes also really adhere to the slime very well, so they don't really just drop out. You have to like physically, you have to like take them out, and even then, they still don't really come out too easily, which is good, because I don't want to find them all over my house. Alright, so they like literally just melted right in. They're perfect for this texture slime, I think. So let's see if I can knead it together enough to get it, to pull it apart so for you to be able to see it really well. Alright, let's see. Alright, slime, don't make a liar out of me here. Here we go. Oh, I got big bubbles too. See, this little slippery slimy slime really does make good bubbles. You got these little crunchies. This foam cubes make it so crunchy. See all the bubbles? Lots of bubbles. And I apologize. I know I'm going a bit faster now. I did not realize that we have been here for so long. So I want to get through the last 3. Okay. Actually, you know what? Okay. I think I still got the slime here. I think what I'm gonna do, because I do have another video planned to show you one of the Elmer's Goo crystal glassy clear slime that I purchased from Michael's the other day. I think I'm gonna only show you guys one more of these orb slimes, and bit different, to be honest. It's very similar, but it's just a little, maybe a little thicker, maybe, or I don't know. Solid isn't the right word. But it does feel more like, it feels like what was it? The disco slime, which is like that putty slime, only a butter slime version, if that makes sense. So it reminds me more of like a matte, like silly putty almost. It smells like strawberry flavored or berry flavored. I don't even know if I'd say strawberry exactly, but it does have that berry scent. Not like actual berries, of course, but like the scent, the berry scent. And it does have bubbles as well, which is cool. Go ahead and put this in, and because of this texture, I will go ahead and make my little dish here. Alright, hopefully I can get this last pack open without any trouble. Not quite as shaky as the other one. Alright. Here's all of our little plastic Orby looking beads. This one is like stuck in the packaging, so I'm not even going to bother with that one. And we're going to knead it in, and this is like a very bright fluorescent pink. I love it. It's so summery. Okay. Oh, bubbles. Those little surprise bubbles are so much fun. I haven't mastered the slime bubble yet. My kids love. They're like, always say, "Mommy, make a bubble," and I really don't know how to do it. They do it better than I can. We have become quite the slime household, so I don't mind purchasing these because I know they will get plenty of playtime and use out of them. My kids will get plenty of playtime and use out of them. And this is one of the stronger scented slimes that we've looked at today. I have got this quite far away from me, about a foot away from me, and I could smell it just like it was up to my nose. I love this texture. I've just been more drawn. I tend to be more drawn to this like matte texture as opposed to the like shiny one. And it really is just a visual thing for me, because the texture of that disco slime, that putty texture, was equally cool feeling, but the shininess just isn't as visually appealing to me as this like matte texture is. So let's see, we'll do this. I'm so sorry for keeping you all so long. If you're still with me, thank you for sticking it out. I did not realize or intend for this to be as long as it is, but you know, sometimes things just work out that way and you adapt and overcome, right? Whoop, I lost one of my beads, two of my beads. That's the only downside of those little plastic beads. They don't tend to. That's what we primarily used, like the other day, to fill in our homemade slime. And I mean, I'm telling you, everywhere. So we just ended up having to toss it because it was just making such a mess. I couldn't even. There was so much in there, so many beads in there that I couldn't even like. I tried sifting through to get the majority of them out, and it just was like going nowhere. So